All right, so this year we got beach chairs, and as you know, beach chairs are very big, sort of expensive as well, and you don't want to keep them outside. I have them currently in my shed. I'm not really excited about that. The reason I'm not excited about it is because the extreme temperature changes and mice. Even though I don't have mice normally in my shed, they can get in here, make a nest, make a hole in one of these chairs, and I have 5 chairs. It's a big investment, so I want to protect these things. So where are we going to store them? So what are our options? We can store them in the shed, maybe put bags around them so mice can't get into them, but like I said, I don't want them in the shed. We could store them in a place like this, like a garage, but I really don't want to see them. And if in the garage, I like to use my garage, I don't want them in the garage, okay? So what are my other options? I have thought about just getting a dedicated deck box that locks with a lid and putting them in there. But again, that's outside, it's gonna take room up outside, but that would be a good option. You know, the only thing I don't like about it is it's constantly the weather cycles. It's probably not the best for them. So let me show you what I came up with. I'm gonna put them in the basement, right? Yeah, I'm gonna put them in the basement, but I don't wanna use any floor space. So where does that leave me? That leaves me with this closet, and not the floor closet, but the ceiling closet. I'm gonna put my chairs here. This is a dead area. No one ever comes in here. Nothing is here ever. We're gonna put them here. I think I have a good way, an easy way to do it. Let's get into it. All right, so we went to the electrical aisle. We got ourselves a 5-foot, half inch size EMT, okay? And then what I did is I bought these pack of 3/4 inch straps, okay? And we need some screws, so I'm gonna use these construction screws. No big deal. You could use drywall screws or whatever you have. First thing we need to do is we need to cut this piece in half. We could just use a full 5 foot, but we need to cut it in half. So we're at 5 feet. We gotta get 2.5 inches. 5, 6. So right at 30 inches. I'm gonna make myself a mark. All right. Basically, you need to cut this. So I'm gonna use a pipe cutter. You could use a reciprocating saw, a grinder, a hacksaw, whatever you have. You just gotta get, basically the way that these things work is you screw it on until it gets tight. You screw it, and then you kind of rotate it, and then it'll get loose. You tighten it up a little bit more, and you want to do a little bit at a time. When I was a kid, I destroyed one of these because I tightened it all the way down and rotated it, and I just destroyed the cutting wheel in there. And one thing I didn't know is those cutting wheels are actually replaceable. But as a kid, you don't know this stuff. That was actually it was my grandfather's. Oh, pipe wrench cutter, pipe cutter.
That's your grandpa?
No, I broke that one. That one's long been broken. All right, let's go. All right, so the next thing we need to do is we need to figure out our distance, because basically the way this is gonna work is these are gonna be hanging like this, okay? Now, I'm gonna try to, I have this Vevor beach cart, which is awesome. I'll put a link to this down below. It comes fully apart, you see the wheels and everything, but I wanna put this up there. So this will be my critical, I think this is gonna be my critical length here. So I'm gonna put it on here, measure this. Okay, we see that we're about at 11 inches. So I'll space these out at 11 inches. So now we know we're at 11 inches. Should I say 11 inches more? Okay. Now what I'm doing is deciding is how far I have to come off that wall, right? So we know we're gonna be at 11 inches, right? I took my widest chair, which is 24 inches wide actually. All right, and then what I'm gonna do is measure in from here to about there. So if my pole is here, I need to be around, let's say 9 inches. We don't want this on the wall. So I'm gonna go 9 inches off of the wall with the first mount, okay? The first pole, 9 inches off the wall, because I have to consider my widest chair. All right, so 9 inches. 9 inches. We're at 9 inches, and then we're gonna go 11 inches off of that. 11 inches. All right, now I'm gonna take my construction screws and my strapping, okay? And right at that 9 inch and 11 inch mark, I'm going to install this strapping. All right, so 9 inches and then 11 inches. Okay. And that is our wrap. That's holding me up. Now the one thing, I know we're inside the house, right? The one thing I do every time we go to the beach is I clean these a lot. So there's no sand, nothing on these chairs. I also wipe them down, maybe get a rag, wipe them down with WD-40, maybe spray the joints every once in a while with WD-40, just to keep the water out of there, keep them from rusting up. Every time we go to the beach, we clean these things, we clean them up. And then when we get home, I do another cleaning, make sure there's no sand, okay? So what I'm trying to do is see how these stack. Now again, this is like long-term storage. We're only using these a few times a year, so it's not a big deal if it kind of takes a little bit of time to get these out. That's my idea. If you're using these every weekend, maybe this isn't the best. But my idea here is you slide this, and there we go. I'm orienting them the way that they stack nicely, okay? And we're gonna try this out in real time. I guess we're gonna find out if this actually works. Slide it on. Take the second chair, and then, all right, so now these are hanging from here. Now what you do is hook these onto that part right there. So I'm gonna push this almost through. We'll hang the first chair. The second chair. Push this through, lock them in.
I have to turn it around, yeah.
And I can put this here. If I would have done this again, I probably would have went a little bit longer with this pole, like all the way down, so that I had maybe covering 3 bays. But that's pretty much it. You know, when you want to get them out, you slide it out, pull them down, hand them to someone. Again, this isn't going to be for every weekend, right? This is for months and months at a time. These are going to be in here. They'll be nice. They'll be controlled. The weather, the climate. They won't be outside getting all rusty. Mice won't be getting them into them, making holes, which I don't want. I think it works out. Very simple, maybe $10 for this solution. And they're up and out of the way. Like this was a spot that I was never, ever going to use up there. So I'm really happy with it. Let me know what you think. I'll put a link to that Vevor beach cart down below. It's really neat. One other thing you could do is with your tent, right? So I have this big tent right here, right? You have these bays. So what you could do if you had a closet like that is you could store them up there like this. So what you could do is take a piece of wood, attach it here, attach it here, attach it here, attach it here. You can even use the pipes that we showed and just store them up in the bag. It'll keep them out of your garage, out of your shed. There's no chances mice are gonna get in there. It's also out of the weather and out of the, all right? So I hope this helped you out. I hope this gave you some ideas. I'm Mike, Family DIY TV. Please like this video. Please leave me a comment down below. If you have any questions about what I did, let me know in a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. And on beach chairs, hanging up in a closet for long-term storage. Out.